Well, as I said, the party leaders will meet tomorrow with the Minister of Finance and Public Expenditure. Obviously, this is very serious advice that we've received. It has to be considered properly, and people have to be given clarity around it. That's why we're going to meet tomorrow in the first instance. There have been meetings this morning, Secretary General of my department and officials across, meeting with the CMO to go through in more detail the advice and the modelling of NEFIT. I agree with NEFIT in terms of the priorities that we all share, in terms of protecting the vulnerable and the elderly from the coronavirus, making sure our children can continue to go to schools. That's important. It's interesting, across Europe, quite a number of states are very committed to that principle as well, because children will lose out long term if there's prolonged closure of schools. So therefore, that's a key objective. Livelihoods, the economy, there are enormous economic consequences which we have to, plan for and deal with and be clear about in terms of what those impacts are. We've just had a budget which identifies a very, very significant deficit this year and next year. And that all has to be factored into, and that's why we're meeting tomorrow with the Finance Minister and Public Expenditure Ministers as well, to get a clear, again, clear picture in terms of the implications of this, and also, the timelines around this. We've moved to level 3 already. We've also, as you know, said to people, no visitors to your home. And we have measures in place in Ireland that many European countries, even though they have higher numbers than we have, don't have in place yet. That said, we take advice from NEFIT very seriously. This is going to get very good consideration. I don't want to put a timeline on it because government will have to meet. But in advance of government meeting, we want to have the situation well documented, well prepared.
And if I could just quickly follow up, the Irish people made many sacrifices, restricted their lives, and successfully brought the virus down. And that was an opportunity then to build a proper